Hey guys, AK47 Master here, back with some more Sonic Adventure. And you're probably wondering, well, we finished Sonic's story, right? So that means we're done, right? Well, no, we actually have 5 other character stories to complete, and the next one chronologically is Miles Terrible's Power. In other words, Tails. So let's start with his story.
Everything's working great! All systems go, full speed ahead! Uh-oh! What's this? No! I'm out of control! Mayday! Mayday! Going down! Ah! Look out below!
And we've seen this cutscene already. Alright, so now we are playing as Tails. Now to get into the controls of Tails, obviously A is to jump. Now B, instead of doing the spin dash as Sonic, you do this little tail whip. And yeah, it's kinda cool. Usually it's your main attack, and if you press and hold down B, that's right, you can fly now. So that's pretty cool. So instead of using a homing attack as Sonic, you can fly. And speaking of flying, there is actually an upgrade that we can get right off the bat, so let us go and pick that up. Now if you head down here into the sewer, you'll see this little hole here. Now if you were here as Sonic, you're probably wondering how to access this place. Well, the thing is, you need to access it as Tails. And yep, there we go, our first upgrade.
Look, it's your jet anklet. Its jet power makes you fly faster.
So yeah, pretty self-exclamatory. The jet anklet just boosts up your speed, makes you more like a jet plane. Just the only thing that you're not a jet plane. Alright, now if you remember, and sadly, Tails' story is more of like a mirror, butchered down version of Sonic's story. Not all of it, but most of it, which is unfortunate, but hey, I guess that's the way the cookie crumbles. Again, not all of his story is like Sonic's, but a lot of it is.
Well, if it isn't...
We've seen this cutscene already. Alright. Alright, so again, like I said, it's a lot of what you did in Sonic's story, you'll be doing it in Tails' story. So, likewise, here we have the battle against the Egg Hornets. So again, same strategy. Actually, now you could use your fly, which is pretty effective. And again, he'll drill into the ground, press B to attack, use your little tail whip move, and that should suffice. Okay. And also, Tails' levels are slightly different from Sonic's. I mean, it's still the same idea, collect the Chaos Emeralds, but it's a little different. I mean, you guys will see when we get up to it. So, just wait for that. And well, my battery is getting pretty close to critical, so hopefully I could get this episode in. Hopefully this episode could suffice, or the battery could suffice for this episode. If it doesn't, I'll just redo the episode. for the usual 9 or 10 minutes I usually do it. So yes, and that's it for Eggman. Alright, we've seen that cutscene, and now what we have to do is we have to go to Tails' workshop, and yes, we will get the Windstone. So you're going to want to press B to pick that up. There we go. Now let's head over to the Windy Valley, because obviously that's where we need to deliver this thing. So let's go ahead and bring this over there. There we go. Place it in the little keyhole, and we should be good. Yes. So now let's get into Tails' levels. Oh, that's really bright. Alright. Windy Valley, Stage 1. Now, as you can see, Sonic,
You should be able to find a shortcut if you flop.
and if you look at the bottom of the screen, you will see that it'll show like this little line that changes color as you get far closer and closer to the end of the level. And basically what this is you're racing Sonic. You're racing against Sonic. And as you can see, the computer Sonic is just spazzing out for some odd reason. And basically, Tails' levels are like a race. And there will be those little flying jet boosters, that's what I call them for some reason. I know that's a power-up for E102, but whatever. That only Tails can access, and it'll give you a little boost up to hopefully get in front of Sonic. Tails' levels overall, I find them to be easier than Sonic's levels. So you shouldn't have too much of a problem. And again, like I said before, this is basically just a butchered down version of the Windy Valley. So, yeah, his levels shouldn't be too difficult, and it's really easy, surprisingly, to race Sonic overall, even without using these jet booster thingies, but I'll still use them because I'm commentating while I'm talking, and as I guys told you in the past, I never play well when I'm commentating. Well, I never play as well as I could play. Alright. Oh, thankfully I'm doing pretty well. So yes, there, we're already at the end. It's been like a minute and 30 seconds. So yeah, it's pretty much, sadly, a lot of his levels is what you've already done with Sonic.
That wasn't too bad.
No, it wasn't.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
Alright, so now we will be heading back to Station Square, and if you remember what we did as Sonic, we will be doing the same as Tails. And thankfully, I only had to do this episode in one take, with barely any battery life. Yay! So, yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I will see you on the next one.